What do you think of when hearing the name of Pit Bull? I think of the two most awesome dogs I have ever known, Spike and Primos. American Pit Bull Terriers and American Staffordshire Terriers are basically the same breed, and they both have a bad name. Pits are known for fighting, attacks on people, and jaws that lock when they become aggressive. I plan to show the reasons that people think badly of pits, a history of pits, and the true nature of pits that have been correctly raised. Despite the bad name, they are wonderful to own. There are many stories and news of attacks. NBCnews.com reports that on December the 12th, a group of pits mauled a man to death. The reason for this is unknown. CNN.com reported in 2007 that Michael Vick was arrested and then in prison for owning a dog-fighting enterprise. The dogs fought to the death, and they were killed if they didn't have enough fighting spirit. This is the reason that pits have a negative outlook. History shows a much different side for pit bulls. DogBreedInfo.com tells us that in the 1800s they were bred for farming and watching children. The Staffordshires were known as nanny dogs. They were protective, loyal, and good with children. Pit bulls were used for artwork in World War I, and lots of people had them, so the breed became a desirable breed. But people also used them for fighting as well, and their temperaments were sometimes bred for aggressiveness. In actuality, they have docile temperaments unless they're in a situation of fear or protection. They're loving, playful, affectionate, and almost always obedient. They're extremely loyal and will go to great lengths to please their masters. This is why they fight so well when trained to do so. They can take more pain than the average dog. Therefore, when kids play with them roughly, it doesn't upset them as badly as it would another dog. So a person that has children can feel safe with a pit in their household. They're fiercely protective of owners and their property, and they have an uncanny sense of when to be on guard and when to be calm. That's why a person owning a pit bull can tell from their pit's behavior if they should be concerned about the person who is coming up the driveway at night. Pit bulls require a strong hand, or they'll feel that they can do anything. The master and the remaining members of the family have to be the leader of the pack. They have to be higher in the hierarchy than the dog. They love routine and adapt easily. Because they are so obedient, they are easily trained from small things such as sit to big things such as agility competitions. I personally have owned 2 pit bulls. My husband came home with Spike, and I was terrified. He was just a puppy, but I had heard all the bad press, and I had small children in the house. I wanted rid of him. My husband made me hold him, though, and he licked me, and I fell in love. He was an awesome dog, and my 3-year-old used him as a pillow. He would come inside at night and check every bed for the children before laying down and going to sleep himself. Sadly, he died when he was 5, but last year we got Primos. He's fantastic, and my now 9-year-old uses him as a pillow. He stands guard by our front door at night before he comes in for the night. Neither dog ever showed any aggression other than barking when concerned about our or their own safety. They're the two most loving dogs I have ever seen. While pit bulls have a bad name, it is important to understand that any dog can be bred for fighting or be aggressive. It is simply a matter of what they are taught and how much love they receive. I can tell you this from years of experience.